Hi everyone. So the topic I chose for my technology issues research paper is cell phone addiction and its effect on and relationship to mental health. Mostly discussing how it affects mental health of adolescents. So what is the problem? And to kind of sum it up in one sentence, adolescents are suffering negative effects from obsessive or constant cell phone usage. This generation's addiction and obsession with our smartphones has had a huge impact on the number of adolescents affected by mental illnesses. And if you look at the statistic down here at the bottom, it says a 2018 Pew study found that 54% of teens say they spend too much time on their cell phone, and another that 45% say they are online almost constantly. And this shows how a lot of the time adolescents are aware of how much time we spend on our phones, and even sometimes that it is unhealthy, but it has become a part of this generation's culture in a way because everyone does it. So, how is this affecting us? First of all, cell phone usage is negatively correlated with academic performance. Sorry. Um, This is because teenagers sometimes stay up for hours at night scrolling through social media or watching YouTube videos, leaving them tired and unfocused at school the next day, something that most definitely affects academic performance. Cell phone addiction can also cause feelings of depression and anxiety. Constantly having the option to view everyone's lives can cause teens to compare themselves to others and feel lonely. There is now a constant pressure for self-presentation. This ties into the fact that young girls are constantly comparing themselves to celebrities and Instagram models because they feel that they need to fit this specific standard of beauty to be beautiful. And this can also put young girls more at risk of eating disorders like bulimia and anorexia and or even just affect them by having body image issues. So, what are possible solutions? You can keep cell phones out of the bedroom. Something I'm guilty of, I know that the last thing I do before I go to bed and the first thing that I do when I wake up is check my phone or scroll through social media for a little bit. Um, and putting your phone somewhere like in a different room while you're sleeping can really help you start your day off in the right way and just focus on more important things. The next idea is to make a schedule. So there are apps. There's one called Calendly, which I mentioned in my essay, and there are plenty of other apps on the App Store that allow you to make a schedule for what times of the day you want to be able to use your cell phone. And that can be really helpful just by also this ties into the next one by determining certain times off limits, like dinner or just any meals, any gatherings with friends. You can play the phone stack game where everybody stacks their phone up in the middle of the table, and this um, makes the temptation a little bit less, especially if everybody's doing it. And then lastly, I think it would be a great idea to implement a required high school course educating students on the dangers of cell phone addiction and just how overusing social media or your cell phone in general and not finding a healthy amount of time to spend on it, how that can affect you negatively and how it can affect your life. And then lastly, for my references, for some reason, it wouldn't allow me to use it on the slideshow. Instead of writing, it was just blocks of color, and I don't know what was going wrong. I tried to change it over and over again, but sorry about that. And these are my references, and I hope you enjoyed.